Guess. Apparently, we're getting a storm right now. Mariah was like, don't stream too long if you start late because he's afraid the power's going to go out.
Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They want to let the world decay. They tell us lies and fade away, fade away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. Listen up now, because we're never dropping out. Beat the odds, beat the big house. The brains are bigger than the doubt. We've been thinking for ourselves, never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves, we won't let the world burn away, burn away. We feel betrayed. We were raised to lose the race. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway. To blame, haters face the world's mistakes. Wake at the back of the pack, kill it anyway.
Uh-oh.
And we feel
Yeah, Mariah said it's thundering pretty bad where she's at. I just heard the first crack of thunder here.
to lose the race.
Pause that. Pause it. Here we go.
Hey daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Oh, welcome everybody. How's it going? I'm Will Bird, Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us. Welcome. A lot going on here recently. I wasn't here yesterday. I had kind of a rough day yesterday, but I'm here now. So that's what you got. So I took yesterday off, but I'm back today. I had some doctor related stuff yesterday. Had some lawyer related stuff today, and I was just pretty drained after that. So I'm here now, and we'll see how it works out. So there you go. Let's start with a press conference.
Been very clear. The policy of this administration is that there are only two sexes, male and female. Pretty simple. Brian Glenn.
Yes. USAID has gotten a lot of attention the last couple of days with some of these bizarre things that we've been, taxpayers have been funding. Now it looks like there are a couple media outlets that have been dragged into this conversation as far as USAID funding as well. Does the president have any comment on that?
So upon coming out here to the briefing room, I was made aware of the funding from USAID to media outlets, including Politico, who I know has a seat in this room. And I can confirm that the more than $8 million taxpayer dollars that have gone to essentially subsidizing subscriptions to Politico on the American taxpayer's dime will no longer be happening. The DOGE team is working on canceling those payments now. Again, this is a whole...
So people are treating this like this is some type of giant scandal when it seems like they were just paying for the corporate pro version of Politico. Other places too, like Washington Post, another one. Politico has a more subscription-based service, Politico Pro, and it's a little bit more expensive, so it probably adds up quicker, but I don't think this is a scandal that people think it is.
Whole of government effort to ensure that we are going line by line when it comes to the federal government's books. And this president and his team are making decisions across the board on...
They're in no way, shape, or form are they anywhere even close to like Politico's biggest subscriber, because entire corporations pay for like block accounts of corporate accounts. Like private sector corporations.
Do these receipts serve the interests of the American people? Is this a good use of the American taxpayers' money? If it is not, that funding will no longer be sent abroad, and American taxpayers will see significant savings because of that effort. Thank you. I'd like to give some love to the back row. I've heard that unfortunately they haven't been called on in years past. So Reagan, why don't you go ahead?
Thanks, Caroline. The WHCA announced...
So like some of them, it says, for example, $44,000 of payments to Politico came from USAID, for subscriptions to E&E, an energy and environment publication that is paywalled. In 2023 and 2024, the dispatch reported after reviewing the purchases. In 2020, the Department of Health and Human Services paid for $73,857 for a Politico Pro subscriptions for 37 of its users. Like these are like, they're not paying for like everybody. These are like top level staff who need to see these articles, who probably need to be updated on it because they're setting rules in place. They're implementing these rules. They're speaking in front of Congress. They want them to be well versed in these topics. And for 37 users, the department exercised options to extend the contract in 2021 and 2022, and eventually increased to a total of 49 subscriptions in 2023 for $103,000, according to the outlet. Like I don't think this is a smoking gun that people think it is. I don't know. I mean, they subscribe to other publications too. It's not like these subscriptions are a drop in the bucket to Politico's income. First of all, they're not paying Politico to like write stories. They're paying so they have access to these paywalled stories. You guys will see a lot of times I'll open a publication. I'll say, oh shit, it's paywalled. And like I have to fucking do some like backdoor shit to like get to it to read it because we still want the article. Well, the government's not gonna do that, right? They're gonna pay for it if their employees need it, if it's something they use regularly.
Announced that comedian Amber Ruffin
Would like if you work as like an accountant, wouldn't you think that your accounting software, if you work for an accountant as an accountant for BlackRock, would you pay your own license fees for your own accounting software? I don't understand that.
who has called the president a toddler with his pants pulled down, will be the entertainment for this year's Correspondence dinner.
Oh no. Oh no, what was that?
Thank you. I'd like to give some love to the back row. I've heard that unfortunately they haven't been called on in years past. So Reagan, why don't you go ahead?
Thanks, Caroline. The WHCA announced that comedian Amber Ruffin, who has called the president a toddler with his pants pulled down, will be the entertainment for this year's
A toddler with his pants pulled down would be the entertainment for the Correspondence dinner.
Correspondence dinner. Does the White House have a reaction to this choice, and will the president be attending the dinner this year?
Certainly an interesting choice. I have the president's invitation on my desk. I have the invitation for myself on my desk as well. Haven't talked to the president about it. When he makes his decision, I will let you know. But definitely an interesting choice of the comedian. I'll talk to the boss about it.
Yeah, that's what they're treating it like it's some type of payoff, like Politico writes bad stories about Trump. What? because one half of 1% of their income come from the government?
And see what we decide. Sure, go ahead.
Caroline, in the back.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Appreciate it. On the executive orders.
And it's not like it's not like someone in the Oval Office is like, let's buy Politico for everybody. These people that are in individual agencies decided like, okay, we want our top guys to be well versed in these topics, so we're going to pay for like WAPO subscriptions and this subscription and Politico subscription for a key amount of people that are speaking in front of Congress, or trying to get laws passed, or trying to do this, or trying to do that. We want them to have access to these, so we'll go ahead and fund that as part of their position. We're going to pay for these subscriptions.
Set to be signed today. You said that this will be enforced. Can you spell out for schools and the public how exactly the administration plans to enforce this, even at the local level? And on top of that, there are human rights groups who say that this could expose kids to discrimination. What is your response to that?
I think kids have already been exposed to discrimination, especially young women and girls who have been forced to shower in locker rooms with biological men, who have been forced to compete on playing fields with biological men, which is incredibly unfair and unsafe, and again, an incredibly unpopular policy with the American people. As for the actions that this executive order takes, I already laid those out at the beginning of the briefing. I'm happy.
I have been looking at their Politico Pro. It does look like it has some pretty stuff pro. So there's plus and there's pro analysis. So Politico Pro Plus says act on the news, exclusive news, insights, smart customization to drive your policy forward. So you can pick like the topics like you want delivered to you, right? Smart policy tools all on one platform, including bill trackers, collaboration tools, directories, calendars, and more. Original reporting across 22 policy coverage areas by 300 professional and reporters. Customized proactive alerts and notifications tailored specifically for you. Detailed policy newsletters. Now, above that, you have pro analysis. It says in-depth analysis, data visualizers, and project management tools to inform your stakeholders with confidence. Identify and build a network of influencers in Congress for key policy issues. 3-page snapshots to analyze complex issues quickly. In-depth data analysis and visualizations, detailed legislation analysis. And then it says, here's some of the benefits you get with it. A personalized dashboard, access to all coverage areas, 17 industries, 4 states, and Canada. Personalized news feed, flexible customization capabilities. You get insights into directories, legislative compass, regulatory compass, campaign race dashboard. You get smart customization tools, including a document drawer and transcripts, policy event calendars, projects, stakeholder management, stakeholder analysis, exclusive news and alerts from 22 coverage areas, and policy newsletters. In-depth policy analysis. You get pro data analysis, pro bill analysis, pro issue analysis, and pro analysis newsletter. So it's not just like I'm paying for Politico so I don't get paywalled. This was above and beyond that. And it's made for corporations, government employees, shit like that you'd have to use it.
To give you a copy of this fact sheet so you can let your audiences across the country know.
What's your message to schools who don't comply with this?
They should, because it's going to be federal law in about an hour and a half. So your colleague to your right, to my
Thanks,
left.
Caroline.
Yes.
Taylor with Spectrum News. You talked a bit about DOGE. Elon Musk is currently a, quote, special government employee who also owns companies that have billions of dollars in federal contracts. You said earlier this week that he has a...
How is that not a conflict of interest? So it seems like, my theory was maybe they're trying to cripple the government and say, look, it doesn't work, now we're going to have to rebuild it. But apparently there was a internal document leaked on the Republican policymaker side about some pretty hefty tax cuts that they plan to implement for the rich. And what seemed to make it give it some validity is it's going to cost about $2 trillion to implement these tax cuts. They know they'll never have a whole lot of public support for $2 trillion worth of tax cuts. But Elon Musk very specifically said that he and DOGE were going in to eliminate about $2 trillion worth of wasteful spending. So it seems like if they can get the headlines trending, DOGE eliminates $2 trillion worth of wasteful spending, and then Republican passes $2 trillion in tax cuts, then they can kind of put this up as like it's a moot point. We got $2 trillion back. We did $2 trillion worth of tax cuts. Here we go. And it's all for the wealthy, of course.
Guided by all applicable federal laws, but what steps is the Trump administration taking to address that conflict of interest?
The president was already asked and answered this question this week, and he said if Elon Musk comes across a conflict of interest with the contracts and the funding that DOGE is overseeing, then Elon will excuse himself from.
I cannot believe that I used to. He said, Elon will excuse himself, so if it comes up to his contracts will never be looked at, right? His funding will never. Elon's a welfare queen. That's how he survives, right? He's got government contracts that provide him millions of fucking dollars. He's with the Department of Defense. He's with fucking NASA. He's with everything, right? Local governments, other countries. Like, it's pretty fucking wild. I can't believe that I used to, just the way I grew up and the way I was brought up, that I used to believe in like this trickle down. Let me ask you a question. If, let's say you make $15 an hour, okay? Let's say you make $15 an hour, and I implement a policy that basically makes it like you make $12 an hour, okay? There's you still make $15 an hour, but some policy that I've implemented myself makes it to where you basically make $12 an hour. You lost $3 an hour, essentially. Even though you still make your 15, the taxes or whatever I'm taking out of your paycheck makes it like you actually make $12 an hour. That's one scenario. Scenario two is, let's say you make $5,852 an hour. And I implement a policy to where you now just make $5,800, right? You lost $52. Who do you think that's going to hurt more? Who do you think it's going to affect more? This, hey, let's give all the tax cuts to the rich and they'll trickle it down on you by building more jobs for you and giving you raises and we'll invest more into the company is bullshit, dude. They're stacking money hand over fucking fist. What is this trickle down? Why haven't they been trickling it? Why is nothing trickling? Why is nothing coming down? Because they're stacking it in safes for generational wealth. It doesn't trickle anywhere.
from those contracts. And he has, again, abided by all applicable laws. In the back left, go ahead.
Trade advisor Peter Navarro, when asked about the External Revenue Service today, said, quote, we're going to collect a lot of tariff revenues and we're going to get tax cuts out of it. Is it the official position of the White House?
If trickle-down economics worked, then you wouldn't have to enforce minimum wage. You wouldn't have to enforce like these standards like the overtime and a standard 40-hour work week, and you can't put fucking child labor. Like, if trickle-down economy, if that worked, then we wouldn't need any regulations around the workplace because, hell, the guy up top's looking out for you.
That tariffs will lower taxes for Americans?
The president has always been clear that he believes tariffs are a tax on foreign nations, and he's committed to cutting taxes for the American people here at home. He also believes tariffs are a great revenue raiser for this country, and that's exactly why he has committed to the creation of the External Revenue Service, which I think is a phenomenal idea. We'll just go down the whole row. Go ahead.
Tom Bateman with the BBC. Can you confirm that under the
I think this is a ploy. Like she's only calling on people in the back seats. People are fucking ignoring her and texting and shit now.
President's plans for Gaza, any and all Palestinians who want to stay in Gaza on their land will be allowed to do so?
I can confirm that the president is committed to rebuilding Gaza and to temporarily relocating those.
A lot of people that voted for Trump or voted third party as like a protest vote because they didn't like the way Biden was handling Gaza fucking hate their vote now, as they should. Trump said wipe them off the map. We're going to empower Netanyahu to do what he needs to do to take care of that forever. What do you fucking think he meant?
Who are there because, as I've showed you repeatedly, it is a demolition site. There is no running water. There is no electricity. The president wants these individuals to live in peace. He is committed to doing that with this very bold new plan, and we will continue to keep you apprised of updates as we receive them.
Just to confirm,
Ed Lawrence,
that's not an answer.
Yes, go ahead, Ed.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I don't know if you know this, but if you take a group of people from where they live now and you put them somewhere else in a higher person per square feet ratio, okay? So we take this group of people, and let's say there's 1 million of them, and they live on a fucking 1,000,000 acres. And we take that 1 million of them, and we put them on 2 acres. That would be a concentration of those people. A lot of people get triggered by that word. That would be a concentration of those people.
So now that the President Trump's policies are starting to take shape, how long will it take to cycle through and get some of the actual prices that Americans are paying to come down?
Prices at the store and at the grocery pump,
all the above.
Across the board, sure.
Prices at the store and the grocery pump. Yeah, that's what he said. The grocery pump. You cleared that right up. You mean prices at the store and the grocery pump?
Take shape. How long will it take to cycle through and get some of the actual prices that Americans are paying to come down?
Prices at the store and at the grocery pump,
all the above.
Across the board, sure. Well, the president is doing everything he can.
Day one. He said it. Day one, we're going to stop inflation and bring down the prices at the grocery store and the pump. How'd you do stopping that inflation?
Obviously, to reduce the cost of living crisis in this country as quickly as possible.
They're now saying, hey, you just got to be ready for some pain. You've got to be ready for some pain. It's going to hurt. It's going to be horrible. You just got to be ready for some pain. But on the other side, it's going to be so much better. The people that literally make a living, right? This alt media telling you not to trust the government. They literally make their living, or the people that consume all the media saying you not to trust the government and saying, hey, trust them. It's going to suck for a while, but it'll be so much better on the other side.
That's why he signed a litany of executive orders across the board in the first couple of.
Yeah, and I don't think that the price of eggs is Trump's fault. I don't. Like, the president doesn't control the price of eggs. But it's just so hilarious that he campaigned on reducing the price of eggs, and they're at a fucking all-time high now.
Of weeks here, he declared a national
Shit's wild, dude. Wild. I pulled this article up. So it says, Musk aims to hobble federal workers ahead of buyout deadline. Countless staffers in the government are now grappling with what to do. Elon Musk has declared war on the bureaucracy, and as a Thursday deadline nears for federal employees to take the buyout, he is looking to demoralize and wear down his enemy. It's almost like a psychological game they're playing with these people. Across the government, officials in President Donald Trump's administration have fired off message after message, pushing staff to accept the deferred resignation program, coaxing them with promises of paid vacations, and threatening that there will be layoffs if you do not take this deal. At the same time, Musk has bullied them with online taunts. In an email to some federal employees Tuesday obtained by Politico, a commissioner at a department overseen by Musk allies warned of the impending pain if they don't leave. Josh Grunbaum, who manages the Federal Acquisition Service at the General Services Administration, said that we won't need staff in certain areas of the country and will be cutting redundant business functions and associated staffing. He said, we're also considering how we can utilize AI in our portfolio. So they're saying, hey, you can have a vacation for 8 months and you'll get paid and you don't even have to do work. You just take this money and it's like free money for 8 months and you just resign during that 8 months. Or you can come back to work. You'll probably get laid off. Your job will probably be moved. Your department might not even exist. You might have to move across the country. You might be one of the lucky few who gets to keep a job, but you're definitely fucking moving. Like, obviously, this is a setup, right? Obviously. Countless staffers in the government are now grappling with what to do. Some have accepted the deferred resignations, but as the deadline quickly approaches, others are growing defiant and vowing not to take the offer because they fear it won't be honored anyway, setting up the potential for mass layoffs and a protracted battle between the billionaire and the bureaucracy. I don't think this offer is meaningful. I also don't think many people will take it, said David Casserly. To be fair, I don't know where he's drawing the funding from. Right, it seems like if they're going to do this massive buyout, which I guess he's just saying it's their wages that were already allotted to them, but there's no funding specifically set up for this buyout. An employee of the Department of Labor, while stressing that he was speaking in a personal capacity, if you have to send us 10 emails that say this is totally not a scam, then it's probably a scam. According to Trump allies, the intimidation campaign is deliberate as the president pursues an unprecedented purge of federal workforce. They realize that you can kind of turn up the heat in a lot of these departments and people will leave, especially because the federal workforce is older, said a former Trump official who, like others in the story, was granted anonymity to speak freely. You have a glut of boomers now, and they're reaching retirement age. And if you can force them out the door, you don't have to replace them, and it's one way to reduce the government. So a lot of people are thinking he may be bluffing, right? He's using this to say you quit on your own. That way he doesn't have to come in and lay off a fucking million people or whatever. A spokesman for Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency did not respond to requests for comment. A spokesman for the GSA said that the department has been fully committed to providing our employees with all the information available so that they can make the best decision for themselves and their families. The Trump White House has set a goal for 5 to 10% of federal employees to take deferred resignations. And Musk's super PAC, America PAC, estimated that the government could realize $100 billion in savings if it reached those numbers. But as of Wednesday, only 1% have opted into the plan. Musk and Trump officials have increasingly turned the screws on career employees as Thursday's deadline has neared. Musk boasted to his 216 million followers on his social media platform Twitter that DOGE is the wood chipper for bureaucracy. He accused Treasury employees of breaking the law every hour of every day. That's a weird claim to make. Attacked the U.S. Agency for International Development as a viper's nest of radical left Marxists who hate America, and shared a post belittling government workers as dumb. Musk also described his work to slash government workforce in grandiose and existential terms. He said on X that Americans have one shot to end the rule of the bureaucrats and replace it with the rule of the people. One GSA staffer said, the confusion and fear is the point, and that the messages they keep receiving from Trump officials are akin to pointing a gun at people and then claiming this is a voluntary resignation. A second federal employee said, half my office was in tears on one recent afternoon. Last week, government employees received emails stating that the deferred resignation offer is valid, lawful, and will be honored, and that they can travel to a dream destination while on leave. So they keep sending them these weird, like frequently asked questions. Who's asking these questions? Who asked, can I go to Tahiti instead of working while you pay me for 8 months and have the time of my life? Well, yes, you can. In fact, you can go to the Middle East Riviera. And that they can travel to a dream destination while on leave. Earlier this week, federal workers were also warned in messages that the offer expires at 11:59 p.m. Thursday, and there will not be an extension of this program. So that's tonight, I'm assuming. Right? They only had 1 week. Does it end tonight, guys? The Department of Education went so far as to send a message which was shared with Politico about the deferred resignation offer to the personal email address of a federal employee placed on leave. Must move at DOGE mirror his purge at his social media company, previously known as Twitter. He said he cut 80% of the staff there and was sued by employees alleging that he did not pay them all of the severance that they were owed. A U.S. judge dismissed one such case, but others are working their way through the courts and arbitration. And now Musk's highly publicized history at Twitter is coming back to haunt him. Some federal employees and union leaders representing them said that they are not taking the offer because they don't trust it will be upheld. Oh, even though they said there's no extension, they extended it. They also have dug in as they felt smeared. The offer that we've been presented with is not something I see a lot of people taking, said Sherry Smith, union president of Local 252 at the American Federation of Government Employees. It was really, really insulting, frankly. It insulted our work ethic and insulted our commitment to our jobs. Smith said that of the 2,000 members she represents, fewer than 10 have asked the union questions about the offer. She added that she is aware of a handful of people who are taking it because they already had plans to leave the agency. So if you're already leaving, or I guess if you're close to retirement, because your retirement still counts, or if you think that, I mean, I can understand if you have a family, you're the breadwinner, right? Or you need your income to survive, you have a family, and you think I either take this and get paid for 8 months, or Trump is going to fucking fire us, lay us off, and move us, or try to move us across the country, which I can't do in a week. I can understand doing that, even if it is a principal thing. They're trying to cut up to 10%, but it seems like more than, so that would be 1%, 0.5% of the people that asked questions about it. And some of them were people that were already planning on leaving anyways. Poor Elon Musk. I wonder if he's going to check into any Department of Defense contracts or any contracts that have to do with fucking, resupplying the space station or launching satellites. No. Wild. We used to have a bunch of chickens. They all ended up getting killed off at the campground. They all ended up getting killed off, but one. And she's getting older. She lays pretty rarely, but still, it was nice having eggs when we had them. I don't know, guys. It just seems like it's fucking. The Democrats are doing a good job of saying, hey, this is bad. They should stop doing this. Some of this is illegal. This shouldn't be happening. But by the time something works its way through court, how much damage has already been done? Maybe it's time to just fucking. Maybe it's just time to start breaking laws too and start doing what the fuck they want, right? Standing up. Fucking not taking their bullshit anymore. Did someone introduce a bill to block special government employees from being given government? I don't know. I think as a special government employee, they're limited by how long they can serve in that role. I think that's why it's such this like blitzkrieg tactic. Like he knows he can't stay there forever, right? He knows it's going to have to come and go. He's going to have to be in there quick, do as much damage as he can, and then get the fuck out. So his time is limited there. I found this absolute banger today while I was just scrolling around. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
Come on, ladies, 1 pound fish. Come and have a look. 1 pound fish, very, very good. 1 pound fish, very, very cheap. 1 pound fish, 6 or 5 pound, 1 pound each. Very, very good and very, very cheap. Come on, ladies, come on. 1 pound fish. Come on, ladies, come on. 1 pound fish. Fish today, 1 pound. Fish today, 1 pound. Fish today, 1 pound. Fish today, 1 pound.
Pretty good, right? I could see that. I could see that being a thing. Senate Democrat wants U.S. DOT to bar Elon Musk from airspace reform effort. Top Democrat on the Senate Commerce Committee said she is asking U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy to bar President Donald Trump's advisor Elon Musk from involvement in efforts to reform air traffic control. Senator Maria Cantwell cited conflicts of interest and noted that Musk-led SpaceX was fined by the FAA, had safety issues with flights, and worked to force out the prior head of the FAA, Mike Whitaker. It is a clear conflict of interest, Cantwell said ahead of a briefing with investigators on the fatal helicopter plane collision near Washington Reagan National Airport last week that killed 67 people. You need the FAA to call the shots and say, don't launch there. Could be a conflict in the airspace, Cantwell said. The last thing I want is Elon Musk trying to control the airspace. Senate Commerce Committee Chair Ted Cruz, a Republican, praised the decision to include Musk. He noted the FAA is using ground-based radar technology that is half a century old. It is a particular advantage to have a world-class technology CEO, Cruz said. Man, they're sucking everybody off so hard. Fucking, god damn.
Come on, ladies, 1 pound fish. Come and have a look. 1 pound fish, very, very good. 1 pound fish, very, very cheap. 1 pound fish, 6 or 5 pound, 1 pound each. Very, very good and very, very cheap. Come on, ladies, come on. 1 pound fish. Come on, ladies, come on. 1 pound fish. Fish today, 1 pound. Fish today, 1 pound. Fish today, 1 pound. Fish today, 1 pound.
Fish truly 1 pound. Fish truly 1 pound. Okay. I'm going to try to recite what I know about a crazy fucking news story by memory. And then we're going to look it up. Give me a second. There is a black woman, an American citizen, currently in Pakistan. Why is she in Pakistan? Because she got married over the internets and come to meet her incredibly young husband in Pakistan. They got married through some semi-unofficial website, married. Now, she traveled to Pakistan to meet with him. It seems like for maybe a little bit that was going well. Although the new husband, who's like just 18 or something, and this woman's like 40 or 50, he claims he was catfished. He claims this woman had a Nicki Minaj filter on, and it's not the same woman that he was talking to online. Now, he starts getting close to this young man. She starts getting close to this young man, and then that guy's mom steps in and is like, oh, hell no. You're not catfishing my son. You're not good enough to be with my son. And they flee, leaving this American woman all by herself in a country she doesn't understand. So they flee, run away from her. She doesn't know where to go, so she goes back to the airport where she arrived. She's living in the airport. Now, after living in the airport for a while, people start to notice her. Like, hey, there's some lady that isn't from here living in the airport, including a security guard. One of the security guards notices her, feels bad for her, provides her some clothes, gives her some money and some food or whatever. Other people start to take notice, including the local media. So the media started taking notice. They're like, why are you here? Well, this lady's fucking batshit crazy. She starts demanding that her husband has to do this and that. And she met her husband and his bullshit that he left. She starts demanding that the Pakistani government start paying her $10,000 a day for her to be there. And this is her new country and blah, blah, blah. So this is just wild. She just starts making these wild claims about they owe her land. The Pakistani government owes her money. Her son comes out and says, hey, that's my mom. She's super bipolar and like a fucking nut job. So don't trust anything she says. I don't know what she's doing over there. So this, in Pakistan, apparently it's kind of traditional to have like these humanitarian people that come and help like the impoverished and the poor and the needy and the sick. And these people are heavily judged, okay? They're heavily judged. They live a really simple life. They wear really simple clothing. They won't have like fancy cars. They won't have jewelry. Not like our like pastors that of mega churches that are like billionaires and telling people, oh, pray for the poor. They like actually live the life, right? If you're like a philanthropist there, you like live the life. You're like basically poor and you help the poor, even though you have money. It all goes to these causes. He feels bad for her. I forget what his name is. He feels bad for her, so he goes and meets with her and tries to get her like situated. She fucking hates him. Says he doesn't treat her right. He takes her to McDonald's and buys her a hell of an order, like fucking multiple burgers and shit. She treats him like shit. She just like calls him broke. Talks about the way he dresses, talks about how he's not good enough for her, treats him like shit. And the news media loves this. She's also was on like this weird type of visa that expired, and she should technically be deported, but the government stepped in and decided to give her a like an emergency visa for humanitarian reasons. And in Pakistan, this woman has become the biggest fucking news story ever. Like, somehow she has evolved into, remember this security card I told you about that like brought her like clothes and shit? And a couple more people now follow her around as her entourage with paparazzi everywhere asking her, what do you think about this? Do you think the president of Pakistan is going to give into your claim? Like, she's just a lady with a mental illness, and they're treating her like she's some type of celebrity now, with a whole entourage that follows her around and gives her shit. She doesn't have any money. She doesn't have any power, but for some reason, people just give her shit. There are people like lining up to be her new groom, right? It's almost like they're starting a dating show. The news can't get enough of her. She just travels around causing havoc, yelling at people, not understanding the culture or the people or anything, and people are fucking eating it up. It has become like almost like a fucking, a real reality show. Like a reality show that is produced by the local news. So let's see. Let's do this. I've become completely tied up in this. I follow this guy. We'll have to go to his part 1 video. Story. Actually, before he starts explaining it, let me just show you some of the stuff that's been going on there. So her name is Ona Andrews. Andrews. But here she is doing a press conference.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and 2,000 or more every week. You hear me? Yeah. I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID. You have Pakistani? I'm getting it. Do y'all agree? Mind your business. What?
Do y'all agree? Mind your business. What? Tell me this isn't fucking crazy, right? Like, she's definitely the main character in her story, for sure.
Tell me you have a Pakistani passport?
I'm getting one. Do you have one?
I have Pakistani passport.
Oh, you do?
Why are you?
Okay, good. Listen.
What are you doing here?
I don't live here. I'm chilling.
And again, her son come out and said, hey, we're from New York. That's my mom. She's got like extreme bipolar disorder where she has like these manic spells and these depressive spells. But she like sees visions and she like hallucinates shit.
You're chilling here. Why are you not taking your flight?
It's none of your business. Now go home. Here.
She's in a country that she doesn't belong and she just told somebody to go home.
Take it.
What are you doing here?
Take it.
Not your place.
If you haven't find him, what's your
Back that up.
No.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land.
It's wild. So this is the humanitarian guy that she just talks shit about all the time.
Are you demanding 1,000K to government in which country?
100K for real estate. I'm putting it back into the city. It's not going in.
She's demanding $100,000 from the local government so she can buy real estate.
My pockets. I want 20K in my pockets for me.
So this guy's name, the humanitarian guy's name is Chipa. And he has people that show up and root for him now. Like they support him for some reason.
So what is your next plan? Are you staying here or going back?
I'm taking my family from Arcade Gardens 605-A. I'm taking them and I'm taking them to Dubai.
Where is your family now?
It's private. I'm Muslim and it's against my religion to tell y'all my business. Have a nice day.
Where have you been last 3 months and have you reached Ahmad?
Excuse me. I just said it's against my religion to tell you my business, okay? I'm fine.
It's against her religion to tell you her business.
Thank you.
Why are you demanding 1,000?
Dude, they're like wrapped up in it. They are wrapped up in it. Like, it is hard. I want to find the video. Look, this is her with her entourage. They put her in a mental health hospital. For some reason, she thinks the security woman that bought her clothes one time at the airport, gave her some clothes, is like her press secretary. Watch this.
I feel great, Shabana.
Shabana is the security guard from the airport that now follows her around as part of her entourage.
Do you want to go back to your country?
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
How Pakistan helped and take care of you?
Shabana, would you like to speak, Shabana? Okay, she's been...
Shabana, would you like to take this question, Shabana? No, you do it.
taking care of me. Thank you very much.
She's taking care of yours.
Yes,
Okay.
everybody. This is my team.
This is my team.
Hi.
This is my team.
Now you are feeling well.
Yes, I'm going for sonogram.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, बिल्कुल सच.
I feel great, Shabana.
All right, so let's go to this guy who actually lays it out. He's got parts to it. So that was part one. Or let's find part one. And he'll give you at least a little better understanding.
So I see a lot of interest in this American lady who's landed in Pakistan to find her lover. So I am Pakistani. I speak the language, and I will help break down the drama for all of you who are very interested in this story. Now, rest assured, even Pakistanis don't think this is normal. Anyhow, so this lady, her name is Ona. She's 33 years old, and she fell in love with this guy named Ahmed Nadal, who's 18. Now, this is where
33. I think that's what he just said. 33 and 18.
Interesting. Onija was catfishing Ahmed. Onija's 33, Ahmed is 18. Just keep following along. So Onija used to talk to Ahmed with a filter, and she used to talk to him with a filter of a
Nicki Minaj filter. This is not a lie. People have found it and found clips and recordings and talked to the 18-year-old. He thought she looked exactly like Nicki Minaj. Had a screenshot where it basically like changed her whole face to make her look like Nicki Minaj.
Of a white blonde lady. Now Ahmed fell in love with her and he was like, yeah, let's do this, I love you baby and everything, and they got married on an online nikah. Nikah is like an Islamic marriage ceremony. Anyhow, so an
online Islamic marriage.
Was like, you know what, my love, come join me in my homeland, and he gave her address and everything. Now keep in mind, the place where Ahmed lives is a very it's an area. It's an area. So it's like the hood. Not exactly the hood, but yeah, okay. So what happened was Onija landed in Karachi in Pakistan, and she shows up at Ahmed's doorstep. And once she shows up at Ahmed's doorstep, Ahmed was like, whoops. Yeah, this is not that lady I was talking to, because Onija was catfishing him. But Ahmed was kind of chill with it. He was like, you know what? Eventually, I'm going to get the green card, nationality, America, all that stuff. That's what I was going through his head. So he was chill with it. His mom was like, no. And just for context, Pakistan has a lot of there's a word which is called the colonial complex, because we were colonized by the British. So Pakistanis like look up to anything that is white as, oh my God, this is like the ultimate beauty standard, and God forbid you are a darker shade, it'll be like, oh my God. So the mom was like, no, this black woman and all that racist complex colorism, all of that just came out. And so what the mom did was but the son was okay with this. So the mom took her son, she locked the doors of the house, and she ran away, and nobody knows where they went. Anyhow, follow along. So then Onija...
So they fled, and no one knows where they're at.
Went, and she like camped in that apartment complex, like right in the parking lot. And she's like, I ain't leaving anywhere without my husband. And she kept on saying this. And what happened was, all of a sudden, like, people started getting word of this lady who doesn't belong here. And it's a very close-knit community because it's the hood. So like, think about like the hood where everyone kind of knows each other. They're like, where has this person handed out? Where has this person just landed down? So anyhow, she was camping in the parking lot, and slowly news started spreading around. And that's where the media came in. And when the media came in, they're like, why are you here? And then like initially she wouldn't talk. But when she started talking, she started saying all sorts of weird stuff. She's like, give me money. If you give me money, then I'm going to talk. But then slowly, like, she started like saying some stuff. I want my husband. I'm going to leave without my husband. But again, like, point being, a lot of huge ruckus started happening, and people in the apartment complex, their lives started becoming like, like hard, because like you have the entire media coming in, and these people just want to go by their lives. So what happened was, a humanitarian got involved. A humanitarian, his name is Chipa, Mr. Chipa, and she starts mispronouncing, and she calls him Chupa, and yeah, Chupa is look it up, and that became a meme in itself in Pakistan. So like, there are multiple memes from this entire episode, multiple memes. Anyhow, a humanitarian got involved because like the people in the apartment were like, we can't do anything about it. So he was like, okay, I'm gonna step in. He's very respected, so he's like, I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna help this sister of mine. So if he's calling you a sister, then that means he's being very respectful. And so he holds a press conference with her. He tries to take her out of there, and she tells him, shut up, you man, you talk too much. And this man, I swear to God, he is patient. He's still not cracking. but then Pakistani internet started going around with memes. He's like, you know what, he's being patient because maybe he wants a green card, maybe he wants to marry her, maybe he wants to go. Anyhow, so this man is just trying to be very patient with her, and what happens is, like, news has now spread. It has spread in the entire area. There's this American woman who's come here for her lover, and the lover has ran away, and now it's kind of become like an episode of The Bachelor, where all the creeps of that area,
all the weirdos are coming out trying to get a green card now.
Like, some of them who are like half in their grave, like 60 years old, 70 years old. There was literally one guy who was blind. He was actually blind, and they're all coming out to the media. And they're like, you know what? If that guy doesn't marry her, I will marry her. And they are saying the most ridiculous and ludicrous shit. And they're like, yeah, but if she gives me $100,000, I will marry her. The blind guy is like, yeah, I'll marry her. And, I'll get to go to America. I'll fix my eyesight. I'll be able to see again. And when I see again, I will marry a nice, beautiful woman. It is absolute batshittery. Absolute batshittery. Anyhow, the humanitarian then, by now, we got word from her son that, okay, she's mentally ill. There's she probably has bipolar disorder and everything. So what happens is,
but it's almost like they want to keep her around just to see what she'll do. Like, obviously, she should be deported. She needs to go back home. The marriage isn't standing right, whatever. It's almost like they just want to see what'll happen.
The humanitarian then tries to take her to a psych ward, one of the biggest psych wards in the country. Once he takes her there, later on, video resurfaces that she'd escaped and then she ended up at a McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot to say that part. She escaped and went to McDonald's. And that's where he had to buy her all this food. And she still complained about it the whole time. Like, she complains quite a bit. Woman in Pakistan, McDonald's. We'll go back to that video. I want to watch his series, but here she is.
My husband will be picking me up from me and thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. God bless. Thank you. Big McDoubles.
Here's our order. She wants two big
McDoubles. Cheeseburger. Large fry. Extra salt. 2 apple pies. And a large wonton. So make that another extra fry with extra salt.
That's it.
Big McDouble.
And this guy is like a humanitarian guy. Like, he just volunteered to try to help her, and she treats him like shit.
And when she goes into the McDonald's, the humanitarian is still following her around because now he's in love with her. So when he's following her around, he's there with her, and he says in Urdu, he's like, give her whatever, like if she wants to order a burger or something. Like, in her head, he was like a burger. She's like, no, I'll give you my order. And her order, she's like, I'm gonna like 2 McDoubles, 2 cheeseburgers, 2 large fries, extra sauce, and a Fanta orange, 2 apple pies, and then after that she's like, I'd like another large fries with that. It is absolute batshit crazy. Even the guy at McDonald's was like, who is she eating for? And her order comes, she's eating and everything, and the humanitarian is trying to be so nice to her. She's ignoring him. She doesn't give a shit. Anyhow, after this whole McDonald's episode, I think he tried to take her back to the psych ward. She didn't go there. She ended up back at the apartment complex, and she was camping in the parking lot. Then a video comes out of this guy who was trying to give her some chai and some biryani, and he was younger. I mean, he was obviously not the same age as the humanitarian. And then the video comes where she's flirting, and she's like, yeah, I like Pakistan. The chai is nice. And she's flirting with him. So like the meme started going on. She's like, oh yeah, she kind of likes them younger. So it just ended up into this weird ass thing. And and then they tried to take her to the airport. They tried to send her back, but then she came back again. And the latest update from today was that she was claiming that someone stole her $100 million wedding ring, and nobody knows what happened to it. So like
let's find that. Onaja, is that her name? This crazy. Ring finger diamonds are forever. My husband is truly the best man. My ring finger is crazy after last night. My new wedding ring, yay. Hashtag new wedding. Hashtag loving wife. Hashtag wife life. Hashtag birthday girl. Hashtag wife of Ahmed. Hashtag Anaja Ahmed. Hashtag for you page. Hashtag FYP.
I'm not talking.
$100 million wedding band. and no one knows where it went. I don't know if there's a clip of that or not. I'm sure she said it in front of the news at some point.
I tried to break the whole batshit tree down. So yeah, from last I heard, she's still camping in the parking lot of the apartment complex. There's this one guy on TikTok who keeps on putting up videos. He's giving a biryani and she's flirting with him. And now she's also making TikToks with some police women who are there. She's kind of made friends with all these people. And she had I forgot, she even had a press conference where she was campaigning to become the mayor of our city. She's like,
oh, I forgot. That's a big part. She's trying to become mayor of their town also.
I'm going to shut all. Give me $20,000 out of 20,000. 5,000 is for 5,000 for the city. 15,000 is for me. She's doing some weird ass maths. Rest assured, not one person in Pakistan thinks this is normal. But are we enjoying it? Very much. Thank you very much. So here's the second update on what's happening with the American lady in Pakistan, because she's still here. She doesn't want to go home. So the humanitarian...
They're calling it a reverse hostage situation.
And tried to check her into a really, really nice guest house. He literally took her there. And like he's still there. He is in love with her and she don't like him. So he took her there and as usual, she was at her best, at her worst behavior. She started shouting at the hotel staff and the hotel staff started panicking. And they were like, why is she here? And then along with that, like not just that, what happened was like...
So Pakistani culture is kind of based in like... you know how like in America and a lot of stores, they treat it like the customer's always right. Like it doesn't matter. Just bite your tongue until they leave. Then you can talk shit about them. That's the way Pakistani culture is with guests. If you're like an official guest of someone, then they'll do anything they can, right? If you don't like their food, throw it out. We'll get you new food. If you don't like their car, they'll fucking put you in a different car. Like they try to do everything they can to make the guest as comfortable as possible. So they're trying to balance this with this woman is fucking insane at the same time.
It's like the entire media, they're like, now the media is following her and the media loves it. The media loves it because she keeps on giving them material. And you know what happens is like the media, they take out snippets from all of her craziness and they just post it on their Instagram pages and they get like thousands of hits, so it becomes memes. So now she is giving people content, so people are there with her 24/7 and she knows it and she's working with the media now. So like when she's in the hotel and when the hotel staff is like, no, we don't have any rooms or we can't give her anything, she looks at the media people, she's like, look.
To be fair, she has caused Pakistan to trend for like the first time ever with American audiences on TikTok.
Film this woman. She's being rude to me. She's being racist to me. And they were
crazy lady in Pakistan.
Rude or anything. They were just scared or they were just panicking because they were like, and because she was being rude to them. She started shouting the minute she's like, this is dirty. I don't want to stay here. I want a swimming pool. I want like a mini bar spa. Like this woman.
And there was one part where one of the police officers from that town, while she's doing an interview with the media, was braiding her hair. I have no idea what's going on.
The hotel staff is like, bruh, women, you need to calm down. But she don't want to calm down. So anyhow, what happened was the humanitarian, like, God bless his soul, man. God bless his soul. And God bless him for being so patient. He takes her and he takes her to another like little guest house. And she was pretty chill over there and she was comfortable. And what happened was like the latest video that came from the guest house was that the police women of our city.
Oh, he's gonna say it.
Were doing her hair and threading her eyebrows. She was getting her hair did. Her hair.
One of them was doing her hair and the other one was doing her eyebrows.
Hair did by the police women. And then after a while she was wearing a do-rag or something on her head. Like something like, I don't know what black women wear on their head.
It was like what is black women call a bonnet. You know, like a silk bonnet to like protect your hair.
That I don't know where they got her that in Pakistan because I've never seen anyone see that, but I've seen it in movies on shows. So she was wearing that, and they were very respectful. They were very respectful of her, and she seemed to be pretty happy. And then later on, I think she went back to the apartment complex because she's made friends there. Now she's a part of the neighborhood. She's a part of the hood. So like she went and she was meeting her old friends over there, and they were chilling on like those garden chairs. And I think she was shouting at someone. Oh yeah, she was ranting. So they were asking her about the humanitarian. They were asking her for the deets of the day. What just happened? And she was telling them, she was like, I don't like that humanitarian. They're like, why don't you like him? He's so respected in Pakistan. She's like, no, I don't like him. The man makes no effort. Now he's in line. Now he's in line for her, like, for her hand. She's like, man makes no effort. Wears the same clothes every day. Wears green clothes. Look, he's a humanitarian. So because he's a humanitarian, he has to lead a very simple life, and people watch him all the time. So he's not one who's going to be dressed in Gucci Armani. He literally wears the same clothes.
They'll watch him and judge him.
Like, I don't like him. Man makes no effort. Wears ugly clothes. Has long beard. And she was going on a rant. And but by the way, her friends, her gang, they were like, no. He's a very respected man, and he is respected. So like, in Pakistan, when someone's a humanitarian, you don't talk badly about them because they're doing so much for society. So, but this woman was like, she was on another tangent. So like, you could tell that the gang was just feeling a bit uncomfortable. So they wanted to change the topic. They're like, forget about it. Let's have a cigarette. Let's smoke. She's like, yeah, let's have a cigarette. And then she puts a cigarette and they light it up and they're like, I was like, what the hell is even happening? What show is this? It is absolute batshittery. It is batshittery. And actually, one thing which I wanted to answer, because I've been reading the comments and a lot of people are like, oh, thank God she's safe over there. Thank God they're treating her with respect. Guys, thank God we are safe. Thank God we are safe from this woman. Pakistanis would not harm her, especially now that she's in like so much in the public light. Pakistanis,
thank God we are safe.
Just of the fact that if they have, now she's a guest, whether we like it or not, whether she's normal or not, whether she's in her senses or not, despite whatever chemical imbalances in her head, she is a guest now. And in Pakistan, we treat guests with utmost respect. A guest is considered to be like a blessing from God. Like if a guest is here, even if they are batshit crazy and even if they're full-blown psychotic, they are considered, like, we have to treat them with respect. So if she says she wants to eat like she wants to eat out of Ronald McDonald's ass, we'll be like, here, we'll get you Ronald McDonald's ass. Eat it. And so we have to like keep them happy. And if she says, I want to get my hair did, I want to get my eyebrows done, we will take her. Like, so the thing is now, she is just fortunately our responsibility. So that's why you're going to see everyone treat her very nicely, and especially when the eyes of the world and the cameras are in her face. So people will try their best to even be at their extra best behavior, because the last thing a Pakistani wants to hear, the last thing as a host, like if I'm hosting anyone, is that one, you are conjuice, and conjuice translates to, oh yeah, you're a miser host. No. I do not want to be seen as a miser. I will spend all my money, but I want to see my host happy, and I want to see my host talk nice.
Yeah, like the way like their culture is over there, like you'll put yourself in debt so people think you're going above and beyond for your guests. Like even if you can't afford it, you're like, oh, well, I guess I got to do it if that's what they want.
One. And number two, I never want to see, I would die. I would die if someone said, like, if I hosted someone and they're like, I treated them with disrespect or they were unhappy. No matter, I repeat, even if the person I'm hosting is batshit crazy, I will still treat them with respect.
Even if they treat you like shit, if they're your guest, you're still supposed to just bite your tongue and do everything within your power to keep them happy.
Yeah, unfortunately now, Onaja is Pakistan's...
My mustache tickling my nose. I feel like a junkie.
As your president used to say, America, when you're sending your people, you're not sending the best. So here's the second update.
Oh,
this story is moving so fast that I have to drop a part 3 right now. I have to tell you what is happening right now. So video has resurfaced. She's in a hospital ward, and I think she's checked out of the ward, and she's just sitting outside, and she is out on the prowl. She's dressed in this...
That's right, Marita. Saudi Arabia is like that.
And at the same time, she's counting money. She's like, she's counting. But the funny thing is, the money is all in Pakistani rupees, and she asked for $100,000, but she got like, I think 100,000 rupees, which is like right under $300. But she seems happy. She seems like she's got a good deal.
She doesn't know, right? They just handed her 100,000 pieces of paper, and she thinks she's rich now.
So then anyhow, like later videos come, she is back in the hood, in the neighborhood, and she's sitting with her gang over there. And the guys from her gang have got her some makeup. And she's looking at the makeup and she's analyzing the guy. And she's like, this is not my skin tone. This is not my concealer foundation. She's telling them all this foundation, concealer stuff. And she's testing it out on them.
So the cops, the security guard, her entourage got her makeup. And she was like, this isn't my color. And then she starts putting it on their face, saying, oh, this is like more like, you come here. This color's more like you. See that? See that, how that blends in? She's doing on the news.
What is even happening? What is even happening? And then in the video we see like now we see snippets of her gang. She's introducing all of them. So next to her, sitting on another chair, is a policewoman. Like our government sent a policewoman to guard her, to sit there with her. So she's just sitting there, and she's like, yeah, she's my best friend, and she elevates my life. And she's for once she's saying nice things about someone. She's saying nice things about that police lady, and the police lady just being shy. She's like, yeah, no big deal. Just this is my duty. It's all in a day. She's like, no, this woman's very nice and everything. And then the policewoman steps in. She's like, when you go to America, will you take me? Will you take me?
Dude, I swear I would get Allah Akbar'd as soon as I showed up in the Middle East. And then some people would just like run into, they got private security and an entourage and shit.
This story is just. Now, another important detail, which I have to tell you over here, is the fact that neighborhood is ghetto. It is the hood. It is not a great area. But now, like, a new life is injected over there. People are showing up at that apartment complex at 3 in the morning, at 4 in the morning to get a glimpse of the American woman out there. So, like, now what has happened is another, like, twist of events that has happened is that the people in the apartment complex have become protective of Onija. They're like, now she's a resident. She's a sister of this neighborhood. And so now when people are trying to come in to see her, like, they start beating them up. They beat up like a cameraman today. They were like, no, you don't get to see her. She's a resident over here. She lives here. She's one of us. I mean, she's basically become like the princess of the hood right now. And now, like, new videos has just resurfaced. The most recent is that
the hood princess. They're beating up. They're fucking beating up the paparazzi for her.
They might have secured her way out or something. I haven't seen anything that she's at the airport or going out right now yet. But some people have started posting sad TikToks with sad music and stuff like, I will miss you, sister-in-law. I will miss you, sister-in-law, forever. And people are using it in all the languages of Pakistan. Like, this has gone national level. This has gone national, international level. People are using it and on very sad Bollywood music. And it's like really sad, where the lyrics are like you have taken my heart out. You have taken my kidney out, my liver out, I will miss you, like that level. And people have gotten attached to this character, like, and the TikToks have edits of different moments, like she's coming out with her suitcase out of a tuk-tuk, she's smoking a cigarette, and like, I mean, I don't even understand now. I don't even understand my country anymore. I don't even know what is happening right now. So like the latest is that, yes, she's right here.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is an interesting story. A lot of it I don't understand because a lot of people are covering it in different languages. But this guy does a pretty good job of breaking it down for us.
Still, she hasn't boarded the plane, but apparently, according to TikTok, like the people in the hood, they're kind of sad right now. I don't know if she's gone, and they're saying we'll miss our sister-in-law. Yeah, so like that's the latest. She's still here, but I haven't seen any footage of her board a plane or anything. And she's got 100,000 rupees, which is under $300. So yeah, I don't know what's up now. That's the update. One question that I've been getting a lot because of this entire case, where
it keeps going. There's like 9 or 10 parts, but we're watching them, dude. This is fucking hilarious.
Is that how are black people viewed in Pakistan? So I'll try to explain and give you context into all of this.
Black people in Pakistan.
There is not a definitive yes or no answer over here. So I want to give you some more in-depth into this. How are they viewed amongst the... And one thing which I want to just add over here, nobody's going to be hostile to you. That is not in our culture. The overt racist hostility, that does not happen in Pakistan. That is one thing which I want to completely clarify. The older generation does have a sense of colonial hangover, a white complex, as they say, because we were formerly colonized by the British. So their beauty standards are all that, like, oh, if you're more fairer, you have more privilege, you are more beautiful. That bullshit still does happen. And if you look at like the mass media over there, the idea of what is beautiful is definitely someone who's much fairer. And so if you look at our soap operas and our television and our movies, the actors and actresses and the models will always be like definitely a much more fairer shade. But there is a but. So what happened was when the war on terror broke out, and this is like the post 9/11 years, everyone left Pakistan alone, and Pakistanis felt this deep sense of isolation. It was like we were punished, but we weren't. Out of all the hijackers and everything, that not one person was Pakistani, but except there was one man which they found in Pakistan. But point being, and that point being, like, what I want to say is, like, the entire country was punished for it, and it was like we felt this sense of that, like the entire world just left us, and instead, like America made these like really, really racist shows like Homeland, where we were just all stereotyped as being these crazy like people with some weird ass views about the world. And like it just felt very isolating. Nobody came here. There were years like not one person from like abroad came. Our most popular game is cricket. All of the international teams, all of them stopped coming here. It was a very sad time and a very dark time in Pakistan's history, and a lot of Pakistan, and every Pakistani felt it. Every Pakistani felt punished, and we're like the 4th or the 5th most populous country in the world, and everyone just felt as if we were all of us, all 250, 300 million of us were just feeling the brunt of it. But in reality, and this is not me just putting words in all of your mouths and everything, you can see the clips over here. Pakistanis overall, as people, we are very hospitable, and it is something which is imbibed within our DNA. Now, coming down to like the further part of the conversation, the first teams that started to come to play in Pakistan, and the first international cricket teams that started to play were all from black countries. So this number one was Zimbabwe, number two was the West Indies, and the West Indies is like a collection of countries in the Caribbean, which is like Barbados, Antigua, Trinidad and Tobago, and then obviously it's our neighbors Sri Lanka, who are definitely of a much darker shade than us. So Pakistanis, we suddenly had this conversation on race then. So, and a lot of Pakistanis have a very deep respect.
It is, if you're looking him up on TikTok, it's Mysta, M-Y-S-T-A, Paki, P-A-K-I. M-Y-S-T-A, P-A-K-I. I may have spelled it wrong the first time. M-Y-S-T-A, P-A-K-I.
Respect for black people now. Very, and they don't care where you're from or not, but it's just black people.
Yes.
Because it was because of them that a game that was so beloved to all of us, because of them that teams started coming back. The white country.
All right, let's get an update on our night show.
American daughter-in-law up to today. But before I get into that, I am so happy. I am so happy that TikTok was not banned in the United States. I mean, this is
so that's his username on TikTok, and then underneath that it'll say Bilal, B-I-L-A-L Hassan is his actual name. But it's M-Y-S-T-A-P-A-K-I. He's got 125,000 followers. You should be able to find him.
Actually, the first time when I feel like people over there are listening or actually want to listen to something about my country. And thank you, Onaija. Thank you, Onaija, for dropping in, because it gives me the opportunity to talk about this. And just for context, I don't post much on TikTok. This was probably like the first time where I actually just posted something, because I felt like there was so much discourse happening around it, but people were lost in translation. And I was like, wait, I speak the language. And I was like, I'll just put it out. And now I love the fact that all of you over here are so invested in this, and you want to know about my country.
Give us our update.
What has Onaija been up to?
Okay.
Onaija, what has she been up to today? Onaija was actually admitted at a psychiatry facility. And over there, they were having her test done and everything, but then she created a huge ruckus. And first of all, I want you to think what she created a huge ruckus about. She wanted, wait for it. She wanted 1 kg of fresh fish. And then
she wanted a kilogram of fresh fish. She was put in a psych ward and threw a fit because she wanted fresh fish. She wanted 2 pounds of fresh fish brought to her in the psych ward.
And once they got her fresh fish, she started complaining. She was like, it is not spicy enough. It is not saucy enough. This woman, you can't make this up. After her tests were done and everything, then I think she got into a rickshaw. And she was like, you know what? I'm an independent woman now. I don't need no man. I don't need no Ahmed. I don't need no Chipa, nothing. And she got into a rickshaw with her giant suitcase, with her giant blue suitcase. And I think she was in a zebra suit or something. And she was like, I'm going to figure it out myself. I don't need no man. And I think then she got lost. And when she got lost, then someone just came up to her and he was like, hey, do you need something? Are you okay? Because in Pakistan, we feel protective. We feel protective of foreigners. If someone's over here and 10 people will line up to come and help you. And obviously she looked a bit lost, and someone was asking her, and that's what the video came out. He's like, do you need something? Are you okay? He's like, I want Chippa. Chippa.
Oh.
Chippa is the humanitarian. If you
now she wants Chippa.
I mean, lesson learned, girls, ladies. A young guy like Ahmed will not take care of you. He's gonna ghost you the minute you show up at his doorstep. You need a Chippa. A humanitarian in your life. Oh, salt and pepper. Someone who will take care of you. And you know the thing is, Onaija, you
need a Chippa
to him. That man like was ready to feed you the entire McDonald's menu, everything. He's like, whatever you want. I'm taking care of you. You're my sister, and you told him to shut up. You're like, shut up. So you know what he did? He was like, you know what? He was done with this shit. And but because he's a humanitarian, because he has a good heart, he came. He found her, he got her back, and she was now at the Chippa headquarters, and he was taking care of her over there.
The Chippa headquarters!
Someone got her some
Give me my 2 pounds of fish and my Chippa.
Popcorn. She was having her makeup done again. Still in Pakistan.
Why, dude?
She's still safe. And now some important details, which I'm just...
Dude, how quickly would people ignore her crazy ass on any street in the United States? Like, oh, she's a fucking lunatic. Let's walk on the other side of the road and then lock our doors when we drive by her.
Finding out today, a woman has been in the country since October. Since October, she's been in the country.
They just found this out. They thought when she first started camping out at the airport and news picked her up, they thought she had been there for a couple days. She's been there since October, dude. And they had no idea. They had no idea she's been there that long. Not even the government.
And the news, actually, I'll tell you how it broke. The news broke because her visa was about to expire or had expired, and she was camping out on the 3rd floor of the airport for a week because she did not want to leave. So all the footage that you're seeing of her leaving and the airport and playing like tag and everything, it was from there. So like the thing was her visa had expired. Someone had gotten her to the airport. She was camping at the airport because she did not want to leave. So the security was like, hey, go. And she's like, no, I don't want to go. And like, go, and I don't want to go. And she just kept on coming back. So what happened was then the governor of our province, this made it there. The governor,
dude. The governor had to step in.
Our province stepped in, and he was like, you know what? We are going to give her a humanitarian visa for this person. So like he gave
and got her a special visa. What?
A humanitarian visa, and her visa now expires on the 11th of February. So guys, stay tuned. 11th of February, like our daughter and our sister, Onaija, our beloved Onaija, the queen of the hood, the princess of the hood, is in Pakistan till then. So yeah, stay tuned. I don't think she's going to leave. I mean, if she's not going to get Ahmed, I think she might even make a compromise with Mr. Chippa. If not Chippa, the line is long, and I think there's a lot of people ready over here. So yeah, that's the update from today. Onaija is still in town. Lady Onaija has managed to do for Pakistan what thousands of dollars of PR was not able to do. Allow me to explain this. Pakistan has an image problem, a reputation problem. It's the post 9/11 years, the war on terror. We were all
that Osama bin Laden really hurt them, and the fact that the mentality around it is like they're not super terroristic because they'll let us have bases there and shit sometimes, but they also they'll hide and shelter terrorists and won't work with U.S. agencies, even though they work with U.S. intelligence all the fucking time. The beliefs that Americans have about them is the opposite.
All stereotyped as being terrorists, and Pakistan also has blame for it because it was hiding one person over here also. But again, one problem over here is, which I want to highlight, is that people mostly in America and most of the world, but specifically in America, have this big problem where they cannot differentiate between a government and its policies and the rest of the population. Like majority of people over here in Pakistan understand that America is a big country. There's 350 million people that probably live in America, but all of America is not similar to its government and its policies. But in America, it doesn't work that way. So like if the government says that like someone is just shouting over there, they're like, yeah, Pakistan, bad guys, and these terrorists and everything. So majority of Americans will think that all of us are like that. And that is a problem. And that is what we were working against. So what happened was like, it was, I think in the mid 2010s, our government was like, you know what, we're going to go on this PR thing. And they started hiring these Instagram bloggers on these paid PR trips. And now I'll tell you what went wrong over here. There are two things that specifically went wrong over here. And this is where Onaija got it right. And I feel like it was divine. She was divinely sent to Pakistan. She was divinely sent to Pakistan to do the Lord's work, to do the work that none of these people were able to do. So
God sent.
all of these bloggers, majority of them, and they're very big. You'll probably know them. I don't want to call anyone down. You can just search them up. These were people who, they came over here and they pissed the local population off. They pissed us all off. I'll tell you what went wrong. The majority one, all of them were white. It's not like we have any issue with white people. No, I'm getting down to that. These people, one thing that Pakistan has is a colonial hangover. And by colonial hangover, because we were formerly colonized by the British, people up in the government, the elder population, has this complex where they want to be close to whiteness, where they need the white man's validation. So they obviously hired the white bloggers, all of them. And what pissed the local population was the fact that these people got access to parts of the country where even us locals could not get access to. And we were like, excuse me, like, why does this person from Romania, Poland, or like, I don't even know, who probably just has a lot of followers, but why does this person have access to this part of the country, which I've never been able to go to? Or this man from Arizona, like, why? So people started questioning that, and they started commenting that, one. And number two, a lot of these bloggers would come and work in conjunction with us, with someone like me who has been working in travel, tourism over here on the ground, and speaks your language, the colonizer's language also. So I can call you out in your language also. So they used to work in conjunction with us because we're the people who put the country on the map in the first place. So they used to come and hang out with us. We used to show them the place. But it started pissing us off. You know why? Because they would never credit us. They would never tell the people that, hey, you know what? I hung out with Bilal and Bilal showed me this part of town and everything, and shout out to Bilal. They would never use their privilege. They would never use their privilege to amplify the voices of a person of color like me, someone like me who lives here and puts my country on the map. They would never do that. They would instead be like, yeah, I discovered this place. I did this place. I. And you know what? Bitch, I speak the language. I'm going to call you out. I speak your language. And they started blocking us.
Good on you.
It just pissed the local population off. So now what happened was, after this wave, now whenever any, specifically like a white blogger would come in and they'd start doing this, this whole charade of, I love Pakistan, I love Pakistani people, I love the food. So and it's like
Pakistan's actually getting some bad press right now internationally because there are some Afghani refugees that fled to Pakistan, right? When we relinquished or pulled out or whatever you want to call it, and Pakistan shares a large fucking border with Afghanistan, right? Everything down there, basically in like the southeast, that whole, like our East Coast and Florida and the Gulf of Mexico are all Pakistan to Afghanistan. There's some Afghan refugees there, and the Pakistani government, they're waiting to come to some country, hopefully the U.S. They fled the Taliban. A lot of them helped us, and during the withdrawal, they fled there, and they're waiting to go to the U.S. or other Western countries, right, so they can be safe. And the Pakistani government's trying to force them out.
Like a very cliche script. People will start commenting, they're like, paid blogger. They have a script. And, because of this, what happened was a lot of us locals would stop hanging out with them. Like whenever they'd message us, I was like, I don't want to hang out with them. I was like, probably as a paid blogger, this person will probably go.
They were, so Trump suspended the U.S. refugee program. That's what they're waiting on to get here. Trump suspended it. So now Pakistan is saying, if you haven't been transferred to your host country by March 31st, we're kicking you out of our country, which means a lot of them will be forced back into Afghanistan.
Like hang out with Pakistanis, would want to show Pakistan and everything, but they're here for the clout. They're here for the clout because they're going to say the same script. They're going to get clout because Pakistan is a beautiful country and you will get clout for it. But will they amplify my voice? Will they want to listen to me as the Pakistani about Pakistan? No. And so you know what happened was there's a term that has come out. A term has come out in Pakistan which is called Sasta Gora. Sasta Gora means cheap white person. Cheap white person. And that is the last thing you want to be called as a tourist in Pakistan. They're like cheap white person. That means this white person, this white blogger is over here and this person is cheap as fuck. They're here to mooch off of us. They want the free trip. They want the free clout, but they don't want to give us anything. They don't even want to share the clout. They don't even want to say thank you. They are assholes. And you know what Onaija has done over here? Onaija was not even hired by anyone. She was not hired by anyone. She just came and she was just being her batshit crazy self. But you know what happened was our people were nice because we are nice people. And it happened in...
And she's still crazy.
The world saw this and the world is seeing it. And I'm reading all the comments. And you know why? This is why Mark Zingerberger wants to shut this app down, because the algorithm works. I've received comments from people over here from places like Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, Bahamas.
He speaks English better than I do, so I can't say much.
Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, the United States. And if I miss you, please drop a comment. The algorithm here works. The algorithm...
That's what I get from being from Alberta, Canada, though.
I'm going all on a tangent, but the algorithm works, and this is why Instagram sucks, because people over here are listening, and for once, I'm happy. I'm happy that people are seeing us for how we are. I don't know, I'm getting a bit emotional over here. But yeah, this is what I wanted to explain. Like, Onaija has done for Pakistan what no one has been.
All right, back to the updates.
Found out.
Here we go.
I found out what filter Onaija was using.
Oh, here's the filter update.
I can't. She was using... she was using a Nicki Minaj filter. A Nicki Minaj filter with the blonde wig and blonde hair. That is what she was talking with to this guy. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Onika, you need to step in. You need to...
Onaija Minaj.
Talking to this kid with the Nicki Minaj filter. She was talking to this kid with the Nicki Minaj filter. I can't. And this kid did not even know. This kid is like... Imagine how simple this kid is. How simple this kid is. He's an 18-year-old kid. I mean, to 18-year-olds, probably Nicki Minaj now isn't relevant. She's old now. So, but like, he could not even recognize her. He was like, yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. Come to Karachi. Nikki, you can marry me. My God. So we found out also the hotel where she's checked in, and the hotel is called the Handsome Hotel. Nicki Minaj filter.
Kind of tough.
Some hotel. Oh my God. And she was talking to a reporter today, and the reporter, like, he got annoyed. I think this is the first time I've seen someone get annoyed because she was not answering questions correctly. You know what he calls her? He's like, Ajib, Biden ki beti. He's like, what does she think of herself? Is she Biden's daughter? Biden?
She thinks pretty highly of herself. What are you, Biden's daughter?
Daughter, excuse me. She thinks she's Melania Trump. She's Barron daughter's sister. She thinks like she's come with, where is my suitcase? Excuse me, I want my suitcase.
I love my suitcase.
I found out if Onaija coming to Pakistan was the best thing for Pakistan's PR, had this been a Pakistani woman who probably wore a scarf and fell in love with a guy in America and gone to America, had a mental breakdown, that would have been the absolute worst thing for Pakistan's PR. And I need to talk about this, I respect that. And at the same slim Pakistani woman.
All right, let's go to part 9.
Facts about this case which are driving me insane.
All right, so this is where we start figuring out timelines don't add up. She must have been with that guy for a little bit. Like, there's some weird stuff in here.
The fact that these things...
She had to be, since she's been there since October, but she wasn't found until the last couple weeks. Ahmed, the 18-year-old she originally married, she had to be living with him for a while before the mom fled, because the timelines don't add up. She just didn't come out of nowhere.
Just don't add up. Like, I need answers. One thing, she's been here since October. It's February now. The case only broke in like the past.
Someone says the more important question is, where is Ahmed? He should come out and help resolve this drama. Then this creator said he's posting TikToks out of hiding. Just reposted one where he's sharing proof of the filters. It's more complex than just Nicki Minaj. My brain hurts now. What is Ahmed's account? I just went and watched your repost. Okay, hold on. Let's find Ahmed. I want to see the filter, dude. Reposts. Oh my God, some of these are wild. American woman at the dentist. She's at the dental clinic. Why are they giving her? I don't even get dental coverage.
These roads of flame.
नाज़रीन मैंने आपको कल भी बताया था
We're not going to understand any of this.
एंड्रयू रॉबिन्सन जो एक खातून है अमेरिकी खातून.
Andrews, her son.
You are anything like me, the Ona drama in Pakistan is literally getting you through the days and the hours. I am living for this woman. I want to go to Pakistan just to join her entourage and follow her around. But also, a secondary...
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Oh, shit. That's Ahmed. Look at... Can you guys see her down there? That is not her, bro. From 20 fucking years. Dude, that is not her. That's what you were talking to? He was catfished.
सुबह सुबह का टाइम है. मैंने कहा था मैं ही अहमद हूँ और मैंने ये भी कहा था कि आपको पता चल जाएगा. So आज को सबसे
I wonder if there's any more than just this one. I can't understand what he's saying.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
All his comments are in English. I'm sorry, but how do we know this is really him? Are you trying to say this is Onaja, this is 100% a different person? Where is my Ahmed? Okay, I'm understand now a true story. He doesn't want her and he shouldn't have to be with her. If they did an online nikah, oh, that's their marriage ceremony, there would be no filter because there has to be witnesses to the marriage. So he could be lying about that, the marriage part.
I feel great, Shabana.
You want to go back to your country?
You want to go back to your country? Shabana.
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
6'7", dude.
Take care of you.
Shabana, would you like to speak, Shabana? Okay, she's been taking care of me. Thank you.
Okay, Shabana, that's just like, no, I don't want to speak. She's airport security, bro.
Would you like to speak, Shabana? Okay, she's been taking care of me. Thank you very much.
Taking care of yours.
Yes, everybody. This is my team.
Okay.
Yes, hi.
Look at this woman's face. This is the face of a woman who just found out she's on the team, bro. Like, when she said, this is my team, she was like, what? Team? Watch this face. I'm going to zoom in on it.
Now you are feeling well.
Yes, I'm going for sonogram.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, let me back up. I didn't back up.
I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
How Pakistan helped and take care of you?
Shabana, would you like to speak, Shabana? Okay, she's been taking care of me. Thank you very much.
Watch this face.
Yes, everybody. This is my team.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just found out she's on the team, bro. She doesn't know what she's there for. She's there for a fucking sake vow.
Yes, hi.
Now you are feeling well.
Yes, I'm going for sonogram.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, बिल्कुल सच्चो शबाना जलानी के साथ बहुत मुतमईन है ये खातून और बहुत खुश नजर आती हैं.
I feel great, Shabana.
Do you want to go back to your country?
It's private, but no, I do not. I'm from Pakistan now.
How Pakistan helped and take care of you?
It can be for more than just babies. Like, they do it for organs and blood clots and all kinds of shit. But she has no idea why she's there, bro. What? These are the people that follow her around just to get TikToks with her.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
महलों की रानी है सुंदर सयानी है वो खानदानी है जाने दिल क्या क्या खरीदे हम क्या.
She does whitewash her makeup pretty hard. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, guys. मैं वही अहमद हूँ आपने शायद.
It just says, please help me. This is Ahmed.
बड़ी हो गई है. मेरी हालत नहीं है. मैं इस वक्त जिस जगह पे हूँ मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता.
He said, I'm scared now.
सिर्फ साफ सी है कि
This lady came to your country and made you a refugee, bro. I feel your pain.
जब मुझे पिक्स
Okay, I'm calling it now. Tourism in Pakistan is going to...
It's going to
Honestly, I just feel
skyrocket.
this American lady needs to become the next Prime Minister of Pakistan. And I'm officially giving the name of a party. I'm naming it Tariq or Niger. But what I'm here to talk about is actually the people who are like commenting on my like platforms and saying like really negative stuff about her, saying that how I'm in the wrong because of it and how she's crazy and she needs to leave and she's destroying the image of Pakistan. Are you mad? I've been getting really terrible comments like these here, like there, right?
She's demanding so much. Dumb video. You don't know anything about Pakistan if you think that's the only good thing about it.
I just don't understand like the iconic mess, the beauty that's...
Shabana, I love you.
That's Shabana that's taking care of her.
You're a good officer. Shabana.
That's at the airport.
Hey, and I'm sleepy and I want to go to sleep.
Do you like any food, Pakistani food? I saw some plates and biscuits.
Yes, I like the onions. I like the paratha. I like the chicken keema. I know Pakistani food.
Why do you love more Pakistan and Pakistani people and Pakistani food?
Because y'all pray a lot and I really like that.
Okay, please tell us about why you coming in Pakistan.
Why what?
Why you coming in Pakistan?
Because, like I said, I like because y'all pray and I pray all the time.
And I hear about...
Makes sense, to be honest with you.
The love your Pakistani. If you want any nationality and something.
What you said? I'm sorry.
You want any Pakistani nationality and...
You want Pakistani? You want to become a Pakistani, right? You want to live here? You want to be a citizen?
Citizen.
I don't understand that question.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Please take care.
That black lady from New York City who went to Pakistan is like, shorty literally went to another country and is having her way. She don't even...
They're doing her hair again.
Video for Donald Trump and Donald Trump only.
I am sorry, but for all this Pakistani...
Y'all mean to tell me we got a black woman in power in Pakistan before we did in America? I'm facial claiming to mind your business. Miss Ahmed over there in Pakistan is killing me.
The best thing about that lady in Pakistan is that the truth is finally coming out. Because why did they used to try to call Pakistani people terrorists, bad people, they bombing nations, blah, blah, blah. All I see.
We need to talk about the American lady that's currently refusing to leave Pakistan. She is asking that the Pakistani government give her money to make Pakistan a better country. The reason that this woman has even gone to Pakistan is to meet this guy, who she is apparently married to. A pair of them fall in love online, and she's actually catfishing him. He's 33, he's 18, and she uses heavy thoughts on her face to the point where she is completely unrecognisable. Actually end up having like this marriage ceremony before they've even met, and then he says, "My love, come live."
Assalamu alaikum, guys.
Poor Ahmed.
One thing.
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan.
Shabana. That's where they got her the bonnet, right? Nobody in Pakistan wears a bonnet, and somehow they found her one. They just let her do whatever her little heart desires. It's so sweet.
Shout out to Pakistan. I'm obsessed with.
Hello, my name is...
We got to go finish this. Gotta get home. The storm's coming. Ron's going to be mad as hell.
3-4 days it broke, and it only broke because her visa had kind of expired. She was camping out in the airport, and then the government gave her a humanitarian visa, and then she went back to the apartment camping, and then she was playing tag with Chipa, and that's when the news broke.
This is, I swear to God, this is the only story that I could cover and not feel like my country's fucking being destroyed. You know what I mean? Like, I understand there's political shit going on. It's all fucking bad. I don't know what to tell you. This is awesome.
And that's when like the media got a grip of this. But this woman has been here since October. Since October, she's been here. My question is, where was she staying all along? And my question is like, which I feel like her and Ahmed had met much earlier. He kind of, I think, maybe left her more recently or abandoned her recently. I have a feeling if she came in October, maybe October, November, December, January, like I feel like things might have been going okay. I feel like because, I mean, nobody knew anything about her. She didn't exist for all we cared. And also I feel like the people in the apartment complex knew about her. Like something went wrong. Something went wrong later on in January that she ended up at the airport. And like I'm thinking, I'm just thinking, okay, fine, this woman, her son does say that she has bipolar disorder, but from October, November, December, January, for all we care, she could have probably been normal. She probably could have like been lucid. Normal is the wrong word, lucid.
Or on her medication. Imagine she'd have bought a 90-day supply of her medication, and now she's fucking crazy.
And could have just been happy with her family over here, with her husband. And something probably happened because of which she left at the airport. Because the clips of Ahmed that are coming out is that, yes, I met her at the airport and then I left her. Stuff is not adding up. And another thing that she keeps on saying, like that she said in her press conference, is that Ahmed and I we will have our baby. We will move to Dubai. Is she really pregnant? Because yeah, the medical reports haven't mentioned anything. But is she really pregnant? Whose baby is it? Like I want to know. I want to know what happened. This woman's been here 5 months. Where was she staying? Like, and for 5 months, why did the news not break out? I think she was happy. I don't think she was having a manic episode then. Because if she was having a manic episode back then, because Karachi is very close-knit. And this area that she was staying in is a very close-knit community. And a lot of people know there. Everyone knows one another over there. If something would have happened, if she was having this episode or something, for 5 months, it would have broken. Someone would have found out. It only broke right now. Like, I feel like he abandoned her recently. And this probably triggered something because of which she went manic. Because, like... It's not adding up. It's not making sense. Another interesting detail is that, which I'm seeing, is that she finds a lot of comfort in this one police officer. Her name is Shabana. She calls her Shabana. Shabana is her best friend. So when the media, I feel like when the media prods her and asks her too many questions, she gets really nervous. So Shabana, she's like, Shabana, will you take this? Will you take this? And then Shabana answers for her. Shabana is the person she trusts. Another interesting thing is, like, everyone's seen her green clothes. She's wearing these green clothes. So that's like an interesting detail. Like a follower told me about that. Was basically her mom gave those clothes to her because she saw that she was in distress at the airport. She had been left at the airport. Her visa had expired. She was apparently camping and staying there for a week. And then the governor stepped in and gave her a humanitarian visa. And her mother basically was a guard at the airport. And she saw that this woman looked disheveled and a bit, like she looked like she was in distress. So she got her those clothes. She got like a guard at the airport, a female guard at the airport, got her those green clothes that she was wearing. So these are little details that are coming there. So guys, what do you think? What do you guys think? Do you guys think, like, for 5 months, where was she? I think she was happy. I think something happened recently. And like the details that are coming out, like I feel like Ahmed and her could have been happy. Yes, given there is an age gap. He's probably 18, 19. She's apparently 33. But I feel like she was happy. And I feel like...
I think she's older than 33.
I feel like because she has friends there. Those people are comfortable with her. They know her. She's like a part of the community. This didn't happen in 3-4 days. You don't just become a part of the community like this. It's not adding up. I need more details. Okay, here are some...
Now, from his comments, someone said, hey, you're going to have to go out and interview with people. And he said, I am meeting with a journalist friend later in the week who was in the press conference when she told Chipa to shut up. I'll try to get some answers for you and I'll report back. Okay, and that's his most recent video. I want to see the Chipa press conference where she told Chipa to shut up, that he doesn't try hard enough and he's old and she doesn't like his beard. I've seen it before, but I can't even remember what the fucking thumbnail for it was. Yeah, he might not have reposted that one. Because all this has just happened in the last week, dude, which is wild. Why, in a week, she's become the country's mascot? American in Karachi.
एक अमेरिकन औरत है ओनिजा एंड्रयू से भाग गया है। ये मुझे वीडियो को खत्म नहीं हुई, सूरत-ए-हाल मजीद मज़ाहिया होगी। गिरफ्तारी की मैं यहाँ के मुंह की तरह वहां खड़ी की है। वो औरत सर काबू आने का नाम नहीं ले रही। मुझे सर उसकी हरकत देख के लगा, उसके जवाबात मीडिया को देख के लगा कि उसको कोई ज़हनी मसाइल का भी मसला है।
Onaja and Chipa. Dude, this is such a wild. Look at this. What is this? Look at her. I'm a piano. This guy's like in the fucking military or some shit, dude.
Girls them know. Steady. I'm a piano.
This is Ahmed. In this video, he shows the pics, videos Onita had sent him from America. Onita's been a
Look at the difference.
आपको पता चल जाएगा.
Look at the difference, dude.
सबूत के साथ बात करेंगे. उसने जो मुझे वीडियोस या पिक्स मुझे सेंड की थी ना, मैं वो आपको दिखाने जा रहा हूँ.
करता हूँ और मरते
Chippa had to rescue Onaja. She got lost. This is when she wanted to do. She don't need no man. She wanted fresh fish and it wasn't spicy enough, so her and the blue suitcase got lost. That's Chippa.
वो इंसानियत की बात करता रहूंगा. ये अमेरिकन खातून एक उसकी एग्जांपल है, एक मिसाल है हमारे सामने.
Look how nice they're being to her.
वो इंशाल्लाह ताला इसके लिए टिकट चाहिए इसको की रवानगी के हवाले से. फाउंडेशन पहले भी.
See his face is on there, like he has this foundation where he does humanitarian work. That's why he's got all his entourage that all say Chippa on there. That's him. That's what he does.
इस अमेरिकन सिस्टर के साथ था, अब भी है और इंशाल्लाह करता हूँ.
Somebody said not. Did you see the update video? Somebody said not the suitcase. Did you see the update video?
Todd Chrisley is back.
I don't know if there is an. Oh my God.
आपको जो आदमी बड़ा चमकता दमकता उजला नजर आए उसका कुछ लोगों को दुआ लग जाती है. आपको जो
Dude, she is wilding out, bro.
I found out.
Onaja husband said he catfish her. These are her real videos, but I see a filter, but I don't see Nikki.
I found out what filter Onaja was using.
Oh, they're using his audio.
She was using.
Definitely, those lips are fake.
Using a Nicki Minaj.
Onija was sent to Pakistan to do God's works. We're learning a lot about Karachi through Queen Onija.
That's her giant blue suitcase, by the way. That's how they know when she's coming or going. She has that fucking suitcase with her. Everywhere, dude. She's carried that all around Pakistan. I wanted to see the press conference where she freaks out. Here, listen, you talk too much. That's what, here it is. American lady to Ramzan Chippa. Listen, you talk too much. And they're being so nice.
Listen, he talks too much. Listen, he talks too much. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखिए यही मेरी बात की तारीफ कर रही है.
You talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know what you're saying.
अच्छा, अब ये सारी चीज.
Everybody else does, lady. We don't know what you saying. Everybody else knows. They don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying. ये भी देखिए यही मेरी बात की तारीफ कर रही है.
You talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know what you're saying.
अच्छा, अब ये सारी चीजें हम जो आप अभी देख रहे हैं, ये हम रात से
Don't listen to him.
अच्छा, जाहिर है हम तो इंसानी बुनियादों पर हमारा काम है, खिदमत का काम है, हम इनको देख रहे हैं. अच्छा, हमने इनके लिए कपड़े भी मंगा के दिए, इनको रात से जो ये खाना खाना चाह रही हैं, फास्ट फूड जो
We don't know what you're saying took me the fuck out. Really, it's because she don't understand what anyone's saying.
Listen, he talks too much. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying. ये भी देखिए यही मेरी.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He does. Oh man. Here's the tea.
Tea is fantastic.
Wow, I think
somebody got a full endorsement there. They're treating her like she's a fucking celebrity. Helping local businesses in Pakistan.
Hi, yes, hello, this is the Hilton Hotel. I would like to come out. Yes, hello, this is the Hilton Hotel. Thank you very much. I would like the government
This is the handsome hotel. There's the Chippa guys falling around.
to drop $200K in this hotel. This is a nice hotel. She's the owner right here.
I'm going to drop $200,000 in this hotel. It's like when Kanye has a meltdown, right? When Kanye has a meltdown, he's like, come out here. Where are the servers? Are you the guy who cooked my prime rib? Like, it's so weird.
I'm not the owner. Sorry, ma'am. Go get the owner, please. The owner is not here, ma'am. The owner. This is the owner. Say hello, everybody. This is the owner. Say hello. She's very shy.
She keeps saying I'm not the owner.
About it. She's very shy.
Yeah.
She's very shy.
She just said she's shy. She is the owner. I'm not the owner. She's very shy.
No room available. No room is available.
भाई वो पहुंच गई है वहाँ पे उसने क्लेम किया उसने बोला ऐसा थोड़ी 4 महीने पहले मैं आई थी रह गई उसको
This woman right here in the blue, she's very disrespectful in the back. Y'all need to get her out of here. Get a photo of her, please.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
They're firing. She's firing people.
What are you trying to do here?
I was trying to help your hotel. Now y'all can shut this hotel down because they cheat people and they take.
I was trying to help your hotel. But then she says, now we're going to shut it down because the way they treat people.
Money. You can pay all the workers in here $50K a piece every 2 weeks. Thank you very much.
होटल दे सकती हैं तो चीपा फाउंडेशन को पे करेगा आपको
I want all the workers to come to the front.
क्योंकि ये सिक्योर हो जाएंगे अगर यहाँ को अगर रूम दे सकते हैं तो जो भी पे करना है वो आपको पे करेंगे
Get all the workers. They are getting $50K every week. They shutting this place down. This place is no good. It's going to be under new management. They are very disrespectful. I was pregnant and they...
So she promoted her and fired her within like 30 seconds. And now she's claiming she's pregnant?
Get all the workers. They are getting $50K every week. They shutting this place down. This place is no good. It's going to be under new management. They are very disrespectful. I was pregnant and they did not accept me here. This lady and this lady in the blue.
Dude, she was so receptive at first.
Yes, hello.
Saying she's the owner. She's very nice. Listen.
Hi. Yes, hello. This is the Hilton Hotel. I would like to come out. Yes, hello. This is the Hilton Hotel.
All right, so the blue lady runs away almost immediately.
Thank you very much. I would like the government to drop $200K in this hotel. This is
So she wants the government to drop $200K on the hotel, and this is the owner.
a nice hotel. She's the owner right here. Thank you. She's
I'm not the owner. Sorry, ma'am.
Go get the owner, please.
The owner is not here, ma'am.
The owner. This is the owner. Say hello, everybody. This is the owner. Say hello. She's very shy. Don't worry about it. She's very shy.
Yeah.
She's very shy.
रूम की नहीं आई है
Room
available.
No room is
staying here.
भाई वो पहुंच गई है वहाँ पे उसने क्लेम किया उसने बोला ऐसा थोड़ी 4 महीने पहले मैं आई थी रह गई उसको
This woman right here in the blue, she's very disrespectful in the back. Y'all need to get her out of here. Get a photo of her, please.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
What are you trying to do here?
All she said was, excuse me, ma'am, what are you trying to do here? And she's like, we're shutting this place down. We're so much fentanyl. You wouldn't believe the fentanyl. I was pregnant with a fentanyl baby.
I'm trying to help your hotel. Now, y'all can shut this hotel down because they cheat people and they take people money. You can pay all the work.
Pay all the workers $50K so they don't try to cross the border.
In here, $50K a piece.
Bro, this is a wild situation. If you don't find this entertaining, I don't know what the fuck you're watching, but send me the link because this is the most. I don't even know why I pay for fucking Netflix.
अगर आप इनको होटल दे सकती हैं तो चीपा फाउंडेशन को पे करेगा आपको
I want all the workers to come to the front.
क्योंकि ये सिक्योर हो जाएंगे अगर यहाँ को अगर रूम दे सकते हैं तो जो भी पे करना है वो आपको पे करेंगे
Get all the workers. They are getting $50K every week.
This is going to be a Lifetime movie before it's said and done.
They shutting this place down. This place is no good. It's going to be under new management. They are very disrespectful. I was pregnant and they did not accept me here. This lady and this lady in the blue.
Shabana, I love
Shabana. Shabana. Officer Shabana.
I love you. You're a good officer.
Dude, if we didn't have to worry about planning the Civil War, like this was all I would watch.
I
I feel great, Shabana.
You want to go back to your country?
It's private, but
Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid.
Where are you go?
Back to Chipper. He gotta take me back. He's responsible. Look at him.
This is when she got lost. Where are you going to go? Back to Chippa. He's got to take me back. He's responsible for me now.
What's your name?
Look at him.
Where you go? What's your name? You can't talk.
yes,
So fucking entitled, dude.
launching a Bitcoin under Onaja Styles LLC.
What's crazy is her and the sitting fucking president of the United States came up with the same idea to scam their followers.
But it will be run under Nidel Ahmed. Yes, so anything else I would like to clear the air. Anything that you hear that's not true, okay? Thank you. Yes.
Listen, he talked too much. That's it.
I feel great, Shabana.
Shabana.
Okay, for Mr. Chipper.
Thank you.
And that's all.
Cheaper.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Just have a seat, sister. Have a seat.
This is why she gets mad. She wanted to leave the press conference and he was still talking to the media.
Please sit, please, sister. Please. 5 minutes, please.
No. I said what I had.
She said no, and he said, listen to, I know that feeling.
Next door, please.
नहीं वो नहीं जाएंगी ना असल में शाजी इनका मामला थोड़ा सा ज़हनी का भी है कि ज़हनी तौर पर
He's bound by some like oath of honor. He's got to keep taking care of her.
जो है ना just sister please 5 minutes.
No.
Please 5.
I got things to do.
Okay, just come inside. Come in.
If you know where Nidel Hamid is at, let me know, please. Thank you very much.
My dear American sister.
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Okay.
My dear American sister. I'm from Pakistan.
Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect to Allah and respect to God. Do you hear me? We're gonna have our baby in Dubai.
ये जो है ये हमारी American sister जो है my dear American sister.
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Okay.
Respect for the law.
Okay.
Respect to Allah and respect to God. Do you hear me?
तो ये मतलब कह रही है कि भाई मुझे आप पाकिस्तानी कहें. Yes, my पाकिस्तानी sister. Okay, sister? It's not okay. जब जो है वो टीपू सुल्तान थाने की मार्फत हमारे पास ही आई तो बात.
Look at her listening in. She doesn't speak a word of this language, and she's like, "You sure you got all that? You sure you rolled your R right? Was that I don't respect to halal? Was that in there?"
बात ये थी कि पिछले 2-3 दिन से आप तमाम मीडिया के दोस्त और आप तमाम मीडिया के भाई गवाह हैं कि ये बेचारी जो है वो कराची की सड़कों के ऊपर कभी पार्किंग में कभी एक सड़क के ऊपर कभी दूसरी सड़क के ऊपर जो है ये दर बदर मतलब है कि वो बेचारी घूम रही थी, परेशान थी और इस परेशानी को जो है वो कम से कम मुझसे नहीं देखा गया. तो मैंने जो है वो जब मुझे पता चला कि ये कल शारा फैसल पे जो है वो नर्सरी स्टाफ के पास आ गई हैं जी.
I hope he's saying the right things, okay?
Why were you listening so hard?
Like I said, Pakistan needs to be reconstructed the right way. Do you hear me, guys? Make sure y'all get this on your camera. I'm married to Nidel Hamid. I'm Onaja Hamid. We are moving to Dubai very soon. We're gonna have our baby in Dubai.
My dear American sister.
I'm from Pakistan. Respect to the law.
Bro.
My plan is to reconstruct this whole country, okay? I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week, okay? In my pockets, in cash. Okay? That's a demand to the government. The government is going to fix up these buildings, fix up the streets, and clean up these streets. It's ridiculous out here. I do not like it. Okay? I would love for you guys to please understand.
This is when she first got attention. These were her demands.
I came here to visit today, to fix up this place, to reconstruct this place. Okay? For Mr. Chipper.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
But
listen, he talked too much. That's it.
Yes, that's it. Yes, I'm saying.
Yes, I'm saying. That's it.
ये भी देखे यही मेरी बात की तारीफ कर रही है.
Listen, you talk too much.
Okay.
We don't know what you're saying.
अच्छा, अब ये सारी चीजें हम जो आप अभी देख रहे हैं, ये हम रात से मतलब है कि स्पेयर कर.
We don't know what you're saying. You talk too much.
Chippy choppy.
I would like the government to drop $200K in this hotel. This is a nice hotel.
Bro.
Wow,
Oh, there's her suit I was looking for. That's the suit she was wearing around that day.
Rupees. That's like if you went to the can machine to recycle your cans and you only get $5 for 12 bags of cans. If you
look at her stacking that money,
rupees, you're only getting $358. Facts.
Dude, counting that money, smoking a Newport.
Counting rupees. That's like if you went to the.
Look at her, dude. She runs that
to
shit.
Recycle your cans and
she runs this shit, dude. Oh, poor Chipa. So this is from Chipa's welfare channel. These guys are going to be dicks to Chipa. Oh, they're mistreating the waiter, I think. Get him, Chipa.
सिंगर लाया यार, बुला उसको यार. क्या उठा के ले आते हो यार, कुछ भी ले आते हो.
सर ये रेस्टोरेंट का स्पेशल है.
ये स्पेशल है तो फिर उधरा वाला.
Chipa beat their ass, dude.
किसी और को भी तेरी शक्ल देखने का.
Oh no, you got to, Chipa.
क्या भाई यार आप नौजवान हो, ये बेचारा गरीब वेटर है, आप इसको कह रहे हैं ओए यार ऐसा नहीं भाई, ऐसा नहीं यार, आप लोग पढ़े लिखे नौजवान हो भाई, इसके आंसू पोंछो, इसको गले लगा.
At least smack him, Chipa. Make him hug. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Chipa. 2.2 pounds of fish, but yeah, that's what you're saying. Poor Chipa. He's got the Chipa ambulance. Man.
Sister, you are welcome at Chipa headquarter. I am social worker Ramzan Chipa. Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. I gotta pee.
Please come on, please.
She said, I'm good. I gotta pee.
Social worker Ramzan Chipa. Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good. I gotta pee.
Please come on, please.
This is an international meeting of heads of state. And she's like, I'm good. I gotta piss. Oh, dude, this is bad.
ये हमारी अमेरिकन सिस्टर जो है, ये पिछले 2 दिनों से कराची की सड़कों के ऊपर जो है वो दर बदर बेचारी घूम रही थी, परेशान हो रही थी. तो अभी टीपू सुल्तान है ये मौजूद थी, तो मैं टीपू सुल्तान थाने से और छिपा फाउंडेशन के रजाकार, छिपा फाउंडेशन की पूरी टीम जो है वो टीपू सुल्तान पुलिस स्टेशन से अपनी इस अमेरिकन बहन को यहाँ छिपा हेडक्वार्टर लेकर आए हैं. और ये हमारी जो अमेरिकन सिस्टर है, ये बेचारी बीमार भी हैं, पिछले 72 घंटों से ये सोई भी नहीं है, और जिसकी वजह से ये
I don't know if she's gonna talk or not, but we're waiting on that.
छिपा फाउंडेशन के हेडक्वार्टर में अपनी इस अमेरिकन बहन को, अपनी सिस्टर को जो है वो लेकर आए हैं, और इनसे हमने कहा है कि ये जब तक अपनी मर्जी के साथ, अपनी खुशी के साथ छिपा हेडक्वार्टर में रहना चाहें ये रहें. और हमारी तरफ से छिपा फाउंडेशन, ये मेरी बहन है, अमेरिकन मेरी सिस्टर हैं, और ये जब तक भी छिपा हेडक्वार्टर में रहना चाहें, अपनी मर्जी से जब तक रहना चाहें ये यहाँ रहें. हम जो है वो इंशाअल्लाह ताला इसके खाने का, पीने का, रहने का, मतलब इसके आराम करने का यहाँ छिपा हेडक्वार्टर के अंदर हमने पूरा जो है वो इंतजाम कर दिया है और इनकी पूरी देखभाल जो है वो हमारी जो
Dude, she don't have a clue,
वो
does she?
हमारी इस अमेरिकन सिस्टर की जो है वो दिन
She might be going to sleep, honestly.
सिस्टर रहना चाहे हमारे पास छिपा हेडक्वार्टर में, हम इनकी जो है वो भरपूर तरीके से जो है वो इनकी देखभाल करेंगे, इनकी टेक केयर करेंगे, इनकी जो है वो खिदमत करेंगे और इस खिदमत करने में जो है और ये सब चीजें करने का मकसद सिर्फ और सिर्फ ये है कि इंसानी बुनियादों के ऊपर बहुत आजीजी के साथ है छिपा।
Does she speak again is all I want to know.
My sister, thank you very much, and you are most welcome at Chipa headquarters, and inshallah we will try our level best to serve you as much as we can, inshallah taala. And your Chipa brother is with you.
Thank you.
साहब मैं इस मौके पर ये कह
Dude, this is why get them cheaper.
मेरा बच्चा जब आप बड़े होगे ना तो आप जरूर खेलोगे।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम, कैसे हैं प्यारे बच्चों, ठीक ठाक हो? अरे फुटबॉल तो रखो फिर जरा सा मैं भी तो किक लगाऊं। चलो भाई आ जाओ भाई, आप भी फेंको। हाँ, चलो मुझे दो अच्छा प्यारे बच्चों, मैं आपके लिए चॉकलेट्स लाया हूँ।
Oh, chocolate from a stranger. Good job, Chipa.
आपको चॉकलेट नहीं खानी? आप भी आ जाओ, जल्दी से आ जाओ, जल्दी से आओ। अरे बेटा ये लीजिए आपकी चॉकलेट।
थैंक यू चीपा साहब।
ओ बेटा यू आर वेलकम। अच्छा भाई मुझे आप बताइए, आपने इसको क्यों नहीं भेजा मेरे पास और बच्चों के साथ जब इनको चॉकलेट में बच्चों को दे रहा था?
चीपा साहब ये चल नहीं सकता, इसको पोलियो है।
बचपन में हमने इसको पोलियो के कतरे नहीं पिलवाए, हमारी लापरवाही की वजह ये बच्चा सजा भुगत रहा है।
Coming soon to a town near you, polio.
खुदा ना खास्ता ऐसा वाकया आपके घर में भी पेश आ सकता है, तो मैं आपसे अपील करता हूं कि अपने बच्चों को पोलियो के कतरे लाजमी पिलाएं।
Wow, RFK's infiltrated Pakistan. All right, guys, I'm out. I actually stayed too long. Mariah's going to be pissed, but that's your update on Onaja in Pakistan. I know it kind of drug out, but this is an interesting story, dude. The fact that they just accepted her and she's making demands and somebody's fulfilling some of them. Who the fuck gave her 100,000 rupees? Even if that is only like a few $100. Who gave it to her, dude? She's a lunatic. She's hiring and firing people and giving them government wages and whatever. See you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. I had like a traumatic doctor's appointment that I had to take care of. I'm still kind of reeling from that. But we'll get back on it eventually. So thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for being here. We'll see you about in the next one. Have a good night. Love you. See you. Bye. Good luck to Chipa.
I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the forking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay. The wholesale block of Pakistan.
Started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit.
I think I'm gonna go home and have some ramen noodles.
Place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen
With Chipa.
Say that I'm a lunatic. Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord, head to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshiping Trump's cock and begging for a...
Dude, did you guys see that one guy they had to let go from DOGE? Like, he resigned to the racist shit he was tweeting. Like, dude, these young fucking kids, edgy fucking Elon Musk worshiping kids.
People, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk.
They're like, Elon's not racist, but he sure does attract a certain type of young white males, doesn't he? So if he's not racist, how come all the fucking racist, young white racists are attracted to him and amplify him and worship him? Kind of weird, right? He was saying shit like, it was disgusting to ever marry out of your race. He wanted to normalize being racist to Indians again. Just some really fucked up shit. He wouldn't give a fuck if Israel and Pakistan and all their people were both wiped off the map. That's all the shit he had been tweeting out before he got the job. Right before he got the job in DOGE, he changed the account handle to just some random handle and thought people wouldn't trace it back to him.
What? I'll get my files. What are you doing? It's a stop. Fucking stop, dude. Come on. Seriously. My mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me a. Oh my god. Damn it.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes me.
Good night, guys.
Say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking. He was doing so well. It's all over.